My program, FGNtv program from Clemson University, is the youngest one that participates in the RosBREED project, and I was here from the start of the first project and now into the second. And the beauty of this project is that it encompasses so many expertises and so many experiences in the programs that are running for 50, 60 years, down to mine that is 7 years old. And what that makes for me is that I can actually see the history of the breeding and how breeders, without actually knowing in the DNA level what they are doing, made certain progress and advanced their selections. So now when I came into the picture, I needed to learn all that knowledge at once and apply it in my program to get at least closer to the final stage where they are. So that was not really easy. So the main guidance I got from the industry was the disease resistance. Within the first RosBREED project, we focused on the fruit quality, because that's still an issue in many of our crops, because we want to develop the best products so consumers would want to buy it and eat, and our industry will be happy and successful. But the disease is a big part of it. And so now in this project we actually have a chance to combine the disease resistance with the fruit quality and actually deliver that to our consumers. One of the biggest issue is that we don't know what we are looking at. Even though in the field some trees might look good, we don't know what is in the background, what do we have there. And if we choose to use those trees as a parent in our further crosses, there's no guarantee that that resistance will transfer to the seedlings. Now with the DNA tools that we are developing, we can actually track the resistance that comes from the ancestors and see how that applies to the children, and know how many of them are actually having a chance to get the resistance, and which trickles down to the money, which everything is evolve around the money or how much you have to do it. We can allocate our resources much better and focus on the seedling that have a chance to faster get to the goal that we want. So that excited the industry really well. We also added the rootstock breeding to the effort, although it's some kind on the orphan side of all these efforts, because it's not so showy. You cannot just go around and show the fruit that people eat, but it's a really important part for our industry, especially since we don't have a new land. We need to replant our orchards, and for the cherry industry and peach industry particularly, armillaria is one of the biggest issues that are killing our orchards and decimating our industry. So this was the biggest push from our stakeholders to address that issue. And as well, being the rootstock issue, we have a problem that there's not much done there. All we know is historical data, or somebody saw it in the field, but there's no record or anything. And now this is a first, to me, known concerted effort to do something about that and to move forward, especially since some of the issues with the diseases take several years till you can actually see the effect and evaluate it. If you apply the tools on a molecular level, you can increase your chances of finding something that's important combined together in one unique individual tree with markers, and then evaluate it 7-8 years, and at the end have the final cultivar. While before it was a more serendipity, as one of my colleagues would say, if you're lucky, among the thousands of seedlings you evaluate, you'll find that one that combines all the traits that you want.